There's so much to love about Maine. The people, the places, the food. And we're here to share it all with you. Each week, our team brings you the very best of vacation land. This is MaineLife.
Oh, lover, I'll see you there, waiting in the willows with your autumn hair. Oh, lover, I'll see you there, after many miles.
Today on MaineLife, we are celebrating music and the rich history of it in our state.
Our goal is to engage our local community with the arts, whether that be theater, live music, the genres. We kind of hit all the genres.
Basically any type of music that can be done on a stage.
The mission was really about getting people together and having music be the vehicle to bring people together.
We have a great time here, don't we, Bill?
We do have a good time. That's what we like to do, is have a good time.
Maine continues to surprise and inspire me. After living and working in this beautiful state my entire life, I continue to discover new places and meet a lot of hardworking and interesting people. Just one of the reasons I love supporting MaineLife. Each week, it takes us all somewhere new and exciting. Hi, I'm Andrew Silsby, President and CEO of Kennebec Savings Bank. Come into any of our locations and experience the difference. But until then, we hope you enjoy this episode of MaineLife. Thanks for watching.
Today on MaineLife, we are celebrating music and the rich history of it in our state. Come along with me as I take you on a sweet-sounding journey to a few places doing great work in the arts. We're starting the day in Mid-Coast, Maine, where there's a truly thriving music community. My co-host is Maine artist, producer, and performer Spencer Albee, who calls the area home. Our first stop, the Waldo Theater in Waldoboro, Maine.
Hi, my name is Spencer Albee. I'm a Maine-born musician. I've spent my whole adult life touring, producing records, playing shows, anything surrounding music. Somehow, I'm still able to do it after this long. And I went to school with Dave Noyce, who was in Rustic Overtones, and he pulled me into that band, aka I begged to be in that band. And we then, at that point, toured all over, signed a bunch of record deals, made music with David Bowie, of all people.
Spencer!
Get away from me!
Ah! Get back here! Spencer!
Hi, oh, okay. It's a beautiful old theater. It's been restored. It's run by the community. They bring in lots of diverse entertainment and big names, like really some pretty famous people, heavy hitters have played here. And that's all run by my friend Carrie Lupian, so I'd love to introduce you to her.
Let's do it!
All right.
Hi, I'm Carrie Lupian, and I'm the president of the board of directors here at the Waldo Theater and the person in charge of live music booking. The Waldo Theater was built in 1936. It was built by a local businessman who'd made his money in the lumber industry and decided that Waldoboro needed a state-of-the-art movie theater. So he worked with a really renowned architect, Ben Schlanger, to design this beautiful theater that at the time sat 500 people. This building was so great for acoustics and films that it was actually known as Maine's Little Radio City Music Hall for a long time. It closed in about 2014, it was shuttered, and a group of citizens formed a new nonprofit, took over the building, started a capital campaign, reopened it, and now our goal is to engage our local community with the arts, whether that be theater, live music, film, any kind of performances that engage the community. So that's where we are now.
Have there been any shows here, any special moments for you, any performers you've had play here that stuck with you?
Yeah, we've had some really great ones. Our first sold out show is Victor Wooten and Steve Bailey, bass players who did a master class with students from Mid-Coast Music Academy.
That's great.
We had John Waters here for 2 sold out shows. That was really amazing when we didn't know, is anyone gonna come out for John Waters? Is there an audience for this in Maine? He'd never performed in Waldoboro for sure, and I don't know when the last time he was ever in Maine. We sold out this 290 seat theater in less than an hour. And then the second night, we added a second night, and then we sold out in 2 hours. Wow. So just to have John Waters on stage was really amazing.
What do you think is the best seat in the house in here, and can we go see it?
My favorite seat is actually right behind the sound booth.
I would choose dead center front row balcony.
Oh, that's a good one. Waldoboro needs this.
Oh yeah.
The Mid-Coast needs what we're doing. It's something different, and this is a viable venue, but I think now we have to become sustainable. And then I think in order to do that, we need more volunteers, and we need more donations and foundation grants, and we need to sell more tickets, because that's really the thing that keeps the door open.
I think you're getting there.
I think we are too.
Yeah.
Well, the word is out now to our MaineLife family. This is an incredible theater. It is worth coming to a show and seeing the amazing musical offerings that there are in a very special town and special community with special people. Thank you so much.
You're special.
Yeah, you're special too.
It's a great place. I love it here. I do want to show you another place that's special to me, the Strand up in Rockland, where I live. Do you want to go there?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
To Rockland we go.
Hey there, I am Jessie Davis, and I am the Executive Director of the Strand Theater here in Rockland, Maine. And this is Liz McLeod.
And I'm the house manager of the Strand Theater here in Rockland, Maine. And together we help to bring you all sorts of exciting theatrical experiences.
The Strand was built in 1923. It was built as a vaudeville theater and movie house. At the time, it was showing silent pictures.
And then sound pictures came in around 1927, and from then on, the Strand thrived. It was one of the few businesses in Rockland that was always in the black through the Depression, through a policy of top-rated feature films, community events, activities, promotional initiatives, all sorts of great things. They were on top of every trend in show business. Throughout the 30s, they were the first theater in town to install a popcorn stand when that became trendy, and certainly we have kept up that tradition here. We sell great blowing drifts of popcorn.
Here at the Strand, we do a lot of supporting of new artists. In addition, we have a lot of those classic acts. And it's really the genres, we kind of hit all the genres.
Basically anything that, any type of music that can be done on a stage can be done at the Strand and has been done at the Strand. It's easy to think of a little theater like this being a, one performer on a stool with a guitar kind of show, but we've had large bands on our stage.
Gathering with your community, your friends, your family, your neighbors, to sit and listen to talent and creativity being broadcast for your entertainment, to have an opportunity to hear someone tell those stories through their songs. That's real magic when you get to do it in a darkened room together. There's definitely an emotional amplification that happens when you're with other people experiencing the same thing. And I think that that's what makes the Strand really special, is those times when we can come together and see real people, in real life, doing their special thing on stage.
Well, thank you so much, Jessie, for showing us around the Strand. What an amazing space. And while we were here, I would be remiss not to hear its great acoustics. And Spencer here is a musician, and so would you do us the honors of playing us one of your new songs?
I love playing at the Strand, so yes.
Let's do it.
It's 2023 and there's 8 billion people plus my wife and me. Take a drive on 95 looking Oka has to be. 10,000 different cars on the road between here and Kittery. And every one of it's a truck or a wagon or an SUV. Has four different wheels spinning furious at highway speed. And every one of those wheels has 100 parts I couldn't see. I often think of what could happen if just
Berlin City, we give drivers a worry-free guarantee on service. That means no surprises when your vehicle needs maintenance. And with our complete vehicle care, every tire purchased is expertly installed by our ASE certified technicians and includes free tire rotations for the life of the tire. And with 2 years of complimentary road hazard coverage, you'll have peace of mind for miles down the road. That's our worry-free guarantee. Berlin City.
Welcome back to this musical episode of MaineLife, and today we find ourselves in Portland at the Maine Historical Society. From now through the end of the year, they have a wonderful exhibit going on about the history of music in Maine, which dates back way longer than you might think. So let's go learn all about the history and the players behind music in our great state.
Hi there, I'm Tilly Lasky. I'm the curator at Maine Historical Society. It's really interesting because, having been around for 202 years, we've been collecting that entire time. And so we have these very vast and deep collections about the history of Maine. A lot of manuscript collections, maps, letters, things like that, genealogies. But we also have really beautiful items that have come into our collection. And every day we get collections that we're processing and putting in. And so it's really exciting to be offered things like a piano just a few years ago, and that really was kind of the spur to think about a music exhibition, like a keystone object, and really show this vast evolution of music that happened in Maine. We're showcasing music from over 13,000 years ago to contemporary music in Maine. The first music of Maine is Wabanaki music. Not only are we looking at things like rattles and drums that were the first instruments in those communities, but also looking at how Wabanaki music has also changed and morphed over time. We're in the Hear section of Music in Maine right now, and you actually might be able to hear some of the music that's playing above us. We realized we couldn't have an exhibit about music without playing music, and so we experimented with these brand new speakers that are motion activated and will play relevant music as you're going through.
Really neat.
Yeah, and so one of the songs that's playing is by Hal Lone Pine and Betty Cody, who were part of the Lone Pine Mountaineers. And what I love is the boots are actually from the Maine Country Music Hall of Fame, who very generously helped us craft this part of the exhibition. And not only did they loan us these boots, I actually found a picture of Hal Lone Pine wearing the boots.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Yeah, as a museum curator, like this kind of serendipity never happens. And so I was so excited when we found it. Music is something that unites us as humans, and every culture across the globe has a music tradition. It's the one thing that every single culture has. So knowing that we couldn't tell every single story in this exhibit, we wanted to make sure that we offered other opportunities for our visitors to be able to hear and see different types of music. So we created this touchscreen jukebox, that people can take a look at, like Spose or Rustic Overtones or Paul Stuckey.
Well, this is amazing. I have learned so much today. You could spend hours in here just going through all of the instruments and archives, and whether you're a huge music fan or not, we're all fans of Maine, and this just tells the story of Maine in a musical way. So thank you for all that you do. You have to come check it out, MaineLife family. This is a really wonderful way to spend an afternoon and learn about our great state. So thank you so much.
Thanks for coming.
For over 153 years, Kennebec Savings Bank has been a community bank for everyone. Whether it's providing convenient account access, quick and easy loan process, or supporting the community, our goal is to create lasting relationships rooted in trust and respect. It's always been about integrity and doing what's right for the customer and our communities. I'm Andrew Silsby, and I invite you to come into a Kennebec Savings Bank location and experience the difference.
Fresh snow, crisp air, energizing, invigorating. Time together. sharing, laughter, joy. Plan your trip at visitmaine.com.
Every time you shop at Hannaford, you do more than just buy groceries. You support our mission to keep 65 million pounds of food waste each year out of landfills and put it to much greater use. The good food goes to community pantries and food banks. What isn't used there goes to feed these guys. The rest is made into renewable, clean energy. All of it helps reduce harmful greenhouse gases and helps sustain our planet for future generations. Hannaford Supermarkets, greater than groceries.
At Poland Spring, we've called Maine home since 1845 and are proud to be part of the community. Over the past 2 decades, investing more than $12 million in the place that we call home. Poland Spring, 100% natural spring water.
When you have a history of greatness, you keep dreaming and go beyond what's possible. The new 2024 Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot, part of our most rugged trail sport lineup yet. From Honda.
From a glimpse into our past, we are now looking toward the future where one nonprofit is educating the next generation of musicians. 317 Maine in Yarmouth is a conservatory that reduces the barriers to music through a multi-generational learning environment.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm the Director of Marketing.
And I'm John. I'm Executive Director of 317 Maine Community Music Center in Yarmouth. We are a music education, performance, and community hub for gathering and music making. We're celebrating 20 years of being here in Yarmouth. We started as a very small gathering place where the mission was really about getting people together and having music be the vehicle to bring people together.
This whole expansion, I have to say, was a dream of John's. He could see what the potential was for 317 Maine, and our facility at that time just was bursting. People were practicing in the halls, under the stairs, and you know that you have a wonderful community center when it's full of people. So knowing that we had that, and we had the opportunity with this piece of property, John took a trip to Ireland and came back with a vision and a dream about what a community could look like if music was at its center. And we've really tried to take those types of things from around the world and create something so special here in Yarmouth that really puts a uniqueness to what music can do on a main street.
We knew we wanted to have a place for performance. We knew we needed more classroom space. We wanted to have community hangout spaces. We wanted to have a space for our early education program. So we started to take all those thoughts and put them together. And we hired an amazing architect, Paul Lewandowski is his name, that came and listened to us repeatedly and heard what we wanted to do and took stock of our ideas and came up with just a phenomenal design for this building. In fact, it's so good, he just recently won a national award for this building. We really factored in a lot of ways to kind of make this building as sustainable as possible. We've got heat pumps, solar panels on the roof here, which powers a lot of the building. So we're really, really proud of this space. One of the things that's really interesting, I think, and unique about 317 Maine is that we are based in Yarmouth. About 30% of our 800 students come from Yarmouth, but the rest of the students come from 39 other towns. So we serve a big area in Maine. We have some students that drive as far as an hour and a half to get here for the 45-minute lesson.
We are really an intersection of everything from music making from birth to music making in your 70s, 80s, and 90s. And I do think that that's what people are seeking when you seek community, is you want to feel accepted and supported. And we always say we meet you where you are on your journey. And we don't cater to the world's best musicians. We cater to every musician. We cater to the people that picked up a guitar just recently, who are retired, who want to find something new and passionate about, or we cater to people who want to bring their kids in and really establish music as a base for them at a young age. And I do think that people feel that energy.
We have about 40 teaching artists on our staff, and it's not too far of a stretch to say we have the best teaching artists in the state. Really an extraordinary group of people that come from as far away as Berwick to Belgrade that are part of our teaching community. And we look for teachers that not only are outstanding musicians and performers and great people, but are also educators, and it's an important part of who they are as individuals. And that blend really brings together some tremendous opportunity and cohesion amongst our staff, amongst the community to be part of this thing that everyone wants to be part of.
We wrap up this episode at a restaurant where music is always on the menu. Lenny's in Westbrook was once a historic recording studio. Now, it brings daily music acts through its doors. I'm meeting up with one of our own here at MaineLife, our associate producer, Catherine, who knows a thing or two about Lenny's.
Welcome to Lenny's. I'm really excited to introduce my MaineLife family to my actual family. Lenny's, owned by my stepfather, Bill Umble. So let's go meet him.
Hi, I'm Bill Umble here at Lenny's Pub, the owner and founder of this restaurant music venue.
Yeah, and I'm Bucky Mitchell. I book all the great entertainment that you see here at Lenny's, and we have a great time here, don't we, Bill?
We do have a good time. That's what we like to do, is have a good time. Event Records was started here in the 50s, and there's been a music history of this building ever since, and we just thought it was an incredible opportunity to have a great destination location out here, and here we are 70 years later after all that started.
Here we are. He sort of pulled me out of retirement, and I was thrilled to come back, and we have some great entertainment here every single week, and it's all different kinds of music. So no matter what night you come, you'll see something different, and you're going to enjoy it. You're going to have a great time here every time you come through the door.
It's the creative side of the business that I love. I mean, it's just like, you're meeting these people, you're either resurrecting our older artists who are kind of like still out there and doing their thing and still have drawing power, and then you're meeting younger people that are, into the business or whatever. So it's the creative element of the whole thing that I like a lot.
This is the place where Maine music history is made. And we're still making Maine music history.
We're trying.
Right here.
Communities need places like this that people can go to either get through the good parts of their lives, or sometimes to get through the tough parts. And we all have tough days, and sometimes it can be really tough. So we're happy to do it. We've got a great staff, and the community's been very receptive, and we're not open too late. So I'm home at a reasonable hour, with the Empire, 2, 3 in the morning. It gets a little old after a while.
So you have a little bit of some of our different options here. As an appetizer starter, you have our bacon wrapped jalapenos. Your massive burger here is our black and blue burger. It's an 8-ounce patty marinated in a soy black pepper sauce. And Miss Catherine here is having our everything but the kitchen sink salad, because it has pretty much everything on it.
Well, cheers, Catherine.
Cheers.
Thank you so much for sharing your Lenny's family with our MaineLife family. And what about Lenny's has been so special to you over the years?
I love learning about the Maine musical history here at Lenny's and being part of the Maine music legacy. And I really love coming to the events here in the summer in the barn. All that.
So be sure to check out some events. Well, we're gonna dig in, but before you go, we are really excited to share with you an amazing clip from 12OC's newest song, Problems. They're an amazing brothers duo hailing right here from Maine. They are having so much success right now. So check out this peek of their song and go stream it wherever you find your music. Thanks 12OC, and cheers.
Cheers.
I know that you ain't got no time to help me change. Can't stop, I'm holding strong, but everything one taste of your sweet kiss. Baby, I got problems. Yeah, and you're the only fix. Burnt out like a cigarette down to the filter, gone in the midnight wind. Now I know that we're through, but I saw forever in you. Never really thought it'd come to an end. Baby, I got problems I need to face. I know that you ain't got no